I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, it's my pleasure to introduce you to an amazing author. His name is Paul Reaves. He has explored the complex tapestry of spirituality and faith. In his book, True Divine, he delves into profound philosophical questions, weaving a narrative that challenges conventional wisdom about religion and personal belief. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Paul, thanks so much for being our guest today on Spotlight.
No, thank you guys. Greetings to you, Mr. Crawford, and greetings to all of you out there in author land.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Let's talk first. I know you got a number of books out there, but let's first talk about True Divine. Give the folks a big picture of what that book is about.
Well, guys, here's a picture of the True Divine. I don't know how clear you can see it.
Very clear. Yep.
But on this book, in this book right here, it gives us an understanding about our true existence. And it kind of cuts out the nonsense of religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be clear about that because I've been a minister, been a counselor. I'm not going to say a suicide coach,
Right.
but I was able to successfully talk 3 people out of committing suicide.
Wonderful.
And I did that by letting them know about their divine existence. And so this is what led me to write the books that I do write, is because I need for the folk out there to know and understand that there is a divine existence inside of you. And the religions kind of, they kind of, I don't know how to put that, but they kind of put it in a cup.
Right.
And I want to take you out of that cup.
Right.
I want you to be able to know and understand that you have a divine existence.
Yes.
And in this book right here, it kind of gives you some details. It gives you some understanding of what melanin is.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of tells you about the people that's around you that take and steal your energy every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I've dealt with people that do have a divine existence, but I also found that once they've been mistreated, then they no longer want to help society.
Yeah.
So this book kind of gives you some instructions of the people that's around you so that you can continue to support society in a positive way. Everybody out there, you'll see what's going on. And from a religious standpoint, we have to have a certain idea, and we have to have our own ideas. This kind of dictatorship is coming to a close.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming to an end. Each one of us has a certain type of beauty about us. And with society, with all the things that's going on in society, we really don't be feeling like that.
Right.
Okay, well, if you're around me, you're going to start feeling like that. You're going to start feeling like that. And why do I say that? Because I need you guys' help.
Right.
I need you guys' help. Okay. Yeah. And like I said, we're going to talk about my other books, but right now, this situation about being divine. Has anyone ever told you that you were divine? Probably not.
No.
In religion, definitely not.
Right.
Because they want your focus to be on them and their agenda.
Exactly.
Well, my agenda is that you come into your divine. Mr. Crawford, as I look at you, and a person probably never say, hey, he's a great guy, a great actor, and he's all these things, and he looks after his neighbors, and okay, well, that's divine.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Just to if you feeding somebody out there, you have a divine mind.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And we're going to change the narrative of how you feel about self. And one of the most important things I want to say right now to you guys is listen, it is not a selfish thing to solely love yourself.
Right.
It is not a selfish thing.
Right.
Okay. As a matter of fact, if you don't love yourself, it's impossible for you to love anyone else. And I'm talking about your parents, your children, and
Right.
all these types of things.
Yeah.
You guys are going to learn how to be stronger. And in that, you'll find your divine. And
Absolutely.
as a matter of fact, if y'all really want to participate, look up the word divine. And once you get that definition, then you're going to discover that there's two or three things in you and two or three things about you
Yeah.
that's truly divine.
Wonderful. Well,
So
that book sounds great. And I think you make a great distinction between spirituality, the divine, and religion, which, of course, is very, very important. Was this your first book? And
no,
okay.
actually, my writing career actually started actually started writing love letters for some
Okay.
of my buddies, that couldn't quite communicate with their girlfriends. That's how I actually really started writing.
That's
But as I
funny.
got older, like I said, I've been a minister and stuff. As I got older, I started really discovering that the things in religion wasn't true.
Right.
A lot of the propaganda and different things. I started out, obviously, my mom and dad took me to church, with the Jesus and Christianity and all these different types of things.
Right.
And then I started learning that there was other gods, other names for gods.
Hmm.
And then there was the one God that's controlling everything that's going on here.
Right.
So it kind of pushed me to write these books, starting with this one. This book is called The Truth.
Hmm.
There's a lot of information in this book. And what I get to in this book, I start talking about the poisons in our foods,
Hmm.
the poisons in our cosmetics, etc.
Right.
Okay, because we guys are going to have to take control over what's going on. Okay, and this book has scriptures in it, and I do give you my opinion and my thoughts,
Right.
but understand this: there is no more importance in thought than the one that you have, and a lot of folk out there are not able to use their thinking. So I want to inspire thought. Okay. So now this book, like I said, this book right here, The Truth,
Hmm.
it says, what color is your soul? Okay. Revealing Satan and the adversaries that follow. Okay. So I don't deal with racial issues at all. I don't participate whatsoever. Okay. Because as I'm looking at you right now, I can see the divine in you.
Yeah.
I don't have to I don't deal with color, guys.
Right.
So, you're not going to find none of that stuff in my books.
Right. No.
And which led me to the revelation.
Okay.
Okay. And the revelation is a continuation. And understand, I am using scriptures
Hmm.
from some of the books, Bibles that you guys have and everything. Why? Because the masses are involved with religion right now, and they need a way out of
Hmm.
religion. And if they are firm believers, I don't want you to continue to believe. I want you to know. I want you to know. I want you to know your power. Okay. I want you to get understanding of what's really going on around us. Okay. And I said that to say this: there is no such thing as global warming. That sun that we see outside is getting closer, and
Hmm.
it's getting closer. Okay. And so this book right here, the Revelation, gives you understanding to what's getting ready to happen. There are some global things that's getting ready to go on, guys, and we need to stop it. We need to stop a lot of stuff. And we can't do that if we brainwashed or somebody's conning us,
Right.
these types of things, these people not being truthful with us. Well, I'm giving you what I researched to be the truth.
Yeah.
And so I'm not like a scholar or nothing like that, guys. I'm just an everyday person, just like you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm an everyday person. So, but I am a divine being.
Right.
And so I always tell people, they say, well, how do you know this and how do you know that? And you ain't been this. And then again, I remind them that if you was reading and got understanding to the scriptures, you'll know the man that they're talking about in Revelation chapter 1, verse 14 and 15 was just a normal man.
Yeah.
He was really just a normal man. And
Right.
and our father and mother, since they removed the woman from the Bible, I'm putting her back in. I'm putting her back into play. And so
Wonderful.
that brings me, I'm going to jump. It brings me to this book right here. It's called Aquarius, The Age of Knowledge. And you see the gentleman on the front?
Yep.
Well, there's a young lady on the back.
Yep.
Okay. Now, it's going to take both keys to play the Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
So we need both. We all need to be pitching in here.
Yep.
Okay. So now this book on the Age of Knowledge, it gives you a history of where we come from, how come the Caucasian race was placed in this one place, and when they came back and stuff, the terrorism, and the terrorizing that's going on right now, we're going to get understanding to that so that we can find a spiritual way, not violence. Okay. We're not doing no violence here.
Right.
Okay. We're coming from a spiritual place, and a spiritual place of understanding. And once all of us get on the same page, we'll be able to re-govern, if you will, our land. We're here to protect nature, and we're here to protect each other. We know that certain things have happened, and now it's time for it to come to an end. And each one of y'all, I don't deal with color.
Right.
So each one of y'all need to know about yourselves, what your power is, and how we're going to move forward to make sure that everybody, and I mean everybody, is living a peaceful, healthy life.
Amen. Amen. You have one more book to show us there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one here.
Yep.
This book right here. This book right here, and I want to make this clear. It says Black Mental Health, Suicide What? Stop Feeding the Beast by Paul Rotcott. Now, Rotcott, y'all, is just doctor spelled backwards because I can't claim to be a doctor. But I want you to focus right here where it says black. Okay? This is not referring to a color. It's referring to depression, anxiety, suicidal states, and these sorts of things, because I myself have I haven't had the best life, but I've been had a great life.
Right.
And I've been in a suicidal situation a couple of times. And I would just hear these voices that kept me alive. I've been to psychiatrists, and funny thing about group therapy, I was pretty much running group therapy. I've been compared to Siegfried, my mind, and I've been on different types of mind controlling drugs and stuff. And then I found a way not to have to do it. I'm talking about depressed for a whole year.
Right.
Depressed for months.
Right.
Now it's down to seconds. When
Wonderful.
I feel it coming, I know how to get rid of it. So this book talks about me, tells you some of the things that I had to deal with and the things that I had to go through. But I also teach techniques of how I do it for me. But this inspiring is for you. I'm trying to inspire you to come up with your own thoughts and your own ideas about how to stay healthy, how to not go into this deep thought of suicide and these types of things. And I've always said, and anybody ever tell you, I recommend doctors for certain types of folks. I don't recommend that you go there and stay, but when these doctors and things, guys, when they're talking to you, be honest with them.
Yeah.
That's the only way that they can really assist you. Okay.
Exactly.
But then don't forget this one thing. You're divine.
Yeah.
So you got you got all the stuff you need tied up in here and in here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So like I said, I'm not I'm not a physician or anything.
Right.
But 10 years, 7 years, and 5 years, these three people are still walking around
Wonderful.
because of the conversations that we had.
Well, we appreciate this conversation today. The name of the book is The True Divine, written by this amazing author, Paul Reaves. He has written 4 other books, as you just saw, from Black mental health to the truth to the revelation. And the other titles were?
The truth, the true divine. Oh, Aquarius, Age of Knowledge.
Age of Knowledge. Wonderful books, recommended. Paul has poured his heart and soul into his writing, and you will recognize something in yourself in his writing, and that is the divine spark that lives within each of us.
Yes.
Paul, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Can I say one more other thing?
Absolutely.
You guys, my website is thofta.com.
Okay, great.
Go on my website, look at some of the activities that I have going on. My whole mission is to make sure that nobody is homeless, no child goes without shelter, and that the parents start growing. We have to bring our family back together, guys. That's the only way that we're going to have success and joy and peace in our lives, is that we come together and have one understanding, because there's only one understanding. There's only one truth. And let that truth today be, if nobody ever said these things to you guys, I am acknowledging everybody that's watching this, that you have a divine existence. And so if I ever get a chance to meet you guys, talk to you guys, you're going to know that I'm a real person. And you're going to understand that the divine is in all of us. So I really appreciate you guys' time. You can go on my website, make donations, buy books. Just know that when you see me out in the world somewhere, that I'll be bringing love when I come, and I'll be bringing those thoughts and inspiration so that we can get back to the family environment, family settings, because guys, that's what's going to save us. Amen. We have powers, and now we're going to use them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Paul, thanks again for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight. And be sure to check out Paul's website. There's absolutely something there for you that'll help you change your life.